Well, Governor Greg Abbott issued a proclamation today from Austin announcing that more counties, including Nueces County, will be added to a list of those that are suspending elective surgeries at hospitals. The announcement comes, of course, in response to the increasing rate of positive COVID-19 cases across the state and concern that there will not be enough hospital beds and equipment to take care of those patients. Of course, elective surgeries are those that are not immediately and medically necessary to correct a serious medical condition. Now, we're told that while elective surgeries at hospitals are being suspended, outpatient surgical centers are still open and are still accepting patients.
Those procedures that are done to diagnose potentially serious issues can and should also go ahead. And that's also important to realize that we don't want to cancel things that may diagnose a problem early on that can be treated with fairly minimal surgery.
And while elective surgeries are being suspended, Governor Abbott did include in his order procedures that do not impact the resources needed for COVID patients.